Hey friends, welcome back to my life. My name is Mauricia. If you don't know, now you know. And by today's title, you already know what we about to get into. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to you, girl, because it doesn't hurt you. So I'm gonna give a couple of disclaimers. A, I'm a mom, which if you already coming back, you already know that. If you don't know, I am a mom. So it's gonna be some type of noise in every video. Probably, most likely, right? Oh yeah, the second disclaimer is I'm reading this off my phone because I wrote a lot of stuff down. Like, you see that? We're gonna get into some things. Y'all may see me record in the light, and then y'all may see me switch into like a different location and maybe darker, only because this battery is almost about to die. So the title says 25 and no friends, and this is another disclaimer. This is my truth, Mauricia's truth, okay? I've always wanted to do this video ever since last year, but when I got to record it, it just kept, like, I kept messing up, and I just took that as a sign, like maybe the universe and God doesn't want me to talk about this right now. So I left it alone. So this is like this is my third time filming this, okay? It may be all over the place, which if you are coming back, you already know how I speak. I'm working on my communication skills, and your girl is trying. And I get off on tangents, so just bear with me. I try to do it in chronological order as best that I could, and I try to remember as much as I could. So I may leave stuff out, and that's okay, right? I'm gonna start off from me being little to me being this age now, okay? When I was a little kid, I was very shy by nature and reserved when you first meet me, right? I need to start looking at the camera. When you first meet me, right? Until you came up to me and started talking to me, that's when I'll open up and you'll see Mauricia. You'll see me for who I am, right? And you'll see a very outgoing individual, a social butterfly, goofy, silly, you know, you'll see all that. I do remember having like friendships in kindergarten towards 6th grade, and what's easy about these friendships is that you grew up with them. Oh yeah, this was in Ohio, by the way. So the couple girls that I did hang out with, should I say their names? Should I say their names? I mean, I was young. The couple girls that I do remember off the top of my head that I hung out with was Samaria, Lyric, Tatiana, Sierra, Brianna, and Deja. And towards the end, I actually really remember me and Deja getting, like, we were really close. I did have my own friendship with each and every one of them, but towards the end of me leaving Ohio, I distinctively remember me being close with Deja, really close with Deja, and it was really sad leaving her. So I moved to Maryland, 7th and 8th grade. I started off like the same Mauricia. I'm to myself, but I was extra to myself. Like, I was quiet, like I was timid, like that kind of girl, because honestly this was a new environment for me, being around different kids that I don't even know. That's intimidating. I met my two ex-best friends in 7th grade. We're gonna call her Ruth, and we're gonna call the other one Apple. I met Ruth first, and then later on in the school year I met Apple. Yeah, we're gonna call her Apple. I met Apple second, and I thought I thought Apple was popular. I thought she was popular, because I'm just like, look at her, she's pretty, and she hangs out with all, I guess, all the cool kids. Like, who the fuck Who believes that in that shit anymore? But I'm only saying it that way so you can understand. Okay, that was that. 8th grade, I started getting cool with like other girls. Like, yes, we wasn't the best of friends, but I did have my share of experiences with some of the girls. Looking back from my middle school years, looking back at that, I realized that I really wasn't the best a friend. Then I was so immature, y'all. Like, I would literally stop talking to my friends because if I was literally tired of talking to them, I would stop being a friend. Instead of stop being a friend, I should have just been like, girl, I don't want to talk today, and be fine with that. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird seeing me in purple because I'm never like in color unless, like I said, I'm in the house. Now we're transitioning into high school. High school, as I could remember, it was very overwhelming for me in the beginning because it's literally like combining so many different middle schools into one. And I looked at it like, wow, like this is a lot of kids, this is a lot of people. Like, I don't know, like this is totally different from what I'm used to. I still have my day ones in 9th grade. We were still rocking hard. Say the girls that I was cool with, you know, we still cool in 9th grade. 10th grade and 11th grade, this is where stuff started to get shaky, y'all. This is where people started changing. Okay, me and Apple started shifting apart because she found her own friend group, which I understand. As an adult, I understand that. But then I didn't understand it because it's like, how was I rocking with you so long and then you gonna leave me for them? You gonna start hanging out with them and just leave me by myself? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. We was still cool and all, but when I saw that shift, I stopped considering her as my best friend to me in my eyes. But we were still cool. Ruth had did something very questionable to where I literally had to stop being her friend. So yeah, that happened. 12th grade, me and Apple, we're okay, you know, everything's cool. But like I said, I didn't consider her as my best friend. Like, yes, we would still probably hang out, yes, we would still talk. In my mental, we weren't best friends. Like, she was just still a cool girl that I hung out with. This part, I'm not rolling my eyes at this as a grown age, but I'm rolling my eyes because I learned a lot during this time period. So my little sister Alexia, she fought this girl, and everyone that I was acquainted with, that I was cordial with, let's not say everybody, mostly everybody that I was acquainted with, close with, like that energy just went dead. Like, it was just mad weird, which I understand, because I mean, okay, cool, if that's really your friend, you're gonna be their friend, right? And I get it now, like we're grown adults now, so I don't really care. But then I just felt like, damn, my mom was right. Like, listen to your moms, because your moms be knowing. Your moms be knowing. My mom told me that majority of the girls that I call my friend weren't my friend, and look at where we are now, me making this damn video about me not having friends. So your mama be knowing, or your daddy, or anybody who really care about you, they be knowing. So yeah, during that time in 12th grade, I don't know if it was 12th or 11th grade, but during that time I just learned the value of rocking with yourself. Like, I really learned that you only have you, and at the end of the day, you gotta be 10 toes with yourself before you 10 toes down with anybody else. The battery is about to die. That's the beginning of me as a child to my teenage years. Yeah, and then after, when I charge my battery, we're gonna get into my adult years. Now we're hitting the adult years, right? All right, so after high school, me and Ruth, We would hang out all the time, like back how we used to be in, you know, middle school and shit. We like, at this point, we were joined at the hip. Like, you see me, you saw her, you saw her, you saw me, right? Right. She had something that was going on during this time, and honestly, y'all, she basically just ghosted me. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was hurt. I was fucking hurt, and I still remember my young self, because I was gonna say young dumb, but I get it why I was doing it. But my young self was like, well, I don't really care. I posted on Snapchat, I don't really care, such and such is talking to me right now. I'm still writing for you, like, we're still gonna be friends. I don't give a fuck about what you think or what's going on. Like, I do care about what's going on, but I don't care how you just stop talking to me. Now, that was a sign in itself. A couple days or a couple weeks, I don't know which one, go by, and I seen her on Snapchat hanging out with some other girls, and once again, that crushed me hard, because it's like, yo, you could have just said, I don't want to fuck with you anymore. I don't want to be your friend anymore. Like, this is something that is making me feel some type of way, and I don't want to do, or I don't want to do this with you no more. And I will wholeheartedly get it. I would get it, you know. I would respect that more than just ghosting me, bro. I would hang out with some other girls, like I was telling y'all about, like the other girls that I was cool with that didn't turn on me in high school. Like, we still was cool, so I would hang out with them. And then also I would just hang out by myself. That's when I just really started, like, really going back to fucking with myself heavy, like just doing my own thing. And then I met Husband. Me and Ruth started talking again. We hung out a couple times. She even met Husband. He was not a big fan of her. I met this girl T while I was working at a restaurant, and honestly, like, I really fuck with her. I really fuck with her energy. Still to this day, yes, we're not like the best of friends, and yes, we're not like, I would still call her acquaintance, because like I still fuck with her. But it's just crazy how, like, no matter how many years go by, or no matter like how far we are, like, we'll still hit each other up, or we'll still, you know, support each other, or, you know, lift each other up, like in small ways. And I adore type of energy. I adore those type of like people, because at the end of the day, you're still mad cool. Then this one day, out of the blue, me and Ruth hung out again, and ever since then, ever since that day, I never hung out with her again. I stopped talking to her, but I reached back out to her for closure, and that didn't end well. And that's a sign, y'all. If y'all ever need closure, sometimes it's cool to get closure, but the other time it's like, if a situation ended pretty badly, just leave it where it's at. Just leave it where it's at, because, yeah, just leave it where it's at. Then I got pregnant, and I just went off grid. I just went off grid. It wasn't because I was pregnant. It was because of other things that led up to me getting pregnant. That's why I was just like, okay, I'm pregnant right now. I'm gonna just get off grid, because A, I wasn't even like myself. B, I didn't even look like myself during my pregnancy. Like, I can't even, like, I didn't even get to experience like the whole, I'm gonna talk more about this, but I didn't really get to experience like the whole embracing pregnancy, because I felt like the way that I physically looked was not it. Like, physically in the face. And I'm not saying the things that come with pregnancy. I'm really not talking about that. So after having a baby, I felt like I wanted friends again, like bad, y'all. I was desperate. My aunt told me to look on Facebook, because you know how like Facebook got like groups and stuff like that, and I guess you could just find your own community there. And I tried it. I didn't really like it. I found this app called Peanut where you can meet moms, and I started talking to a whole bunch of moms. I met this one mom physically. Her name is Mariah. Shout out to you, girl. She was pretty cool. She was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. We hung out and I actually made a video with her and T. I'm gonna pop it up here. Those are the girls. But I had this issue. I wanted friends, right? But I was too, I wanted friends, but I was too scared of having friends. Like that last situation, what happened between me and Ruth, really, like, I felt like it really fucked me up to the point where I didn't even know how to even interact with other women. Like, I didn't know how to do that. And then especially like being ducked off into yourself, it's like, how do I get myself back into the social realm? I moved to Texas from the age of 24, 25. At this point, like I was telling y'all, I was sad and depressed. A lot of stuff that had to do with it. I will talk about it soon. It wasn't because of the move. Like, it really wasn't because of the move. I got on Peanut and I met this one girl. She's in one of my videos too. Like I said before, I'm still in this energy. Like, I don't even know how to interact with people no more. Like, I don't know how to do that. So it was kind of like off for me. It was very weird. I was so uncomfortable in my own skin. Like, I didn't even know how to be me. Let's say that. Yeah. We hung out like twice, and I guess after the second time we hung out, she hit me up because I noticed that, hey, like, I haven't been talking to this girl in a minute. Like, she must got shit going on and stuff like that, which is cool, I get it. But I just noticed that, like, we wasn't really talking, and she hit me up and we basically talked, and she said that she didn't want to fuck with me anymore because of my beliefs, which I understand. I get it. Cool, you don't want to be surrounded by someone that you have different beliefs with, which I get it. But the other side of me feel like that's very immature. I feel like you should hear a person out. Like, I see she asked me, but she just assumed some shit. She basically said she didn't want to be my friend no more. And I respected that. I'm not gonna lie. I respected her from telling me that there's never no bad blood between me and this individual. To say that is to say this. God in the universe will remove people that isn't for you. So I talked to this girl Kayla during this time and this girl Ashley. But me and Kayla, we were going through something very similar, but not really. But she had her own shit going on, so we kind of stopped talking during this time. And me and Ashley, we were cool. When I'm talking to Ashley, I just realized I'm just not ready to have friends. As bad as I wanted, I just know that I don't know how to be a friend right now. I don't know how to do that. At this point, we are in esthetician school. Me starting off in esthetician school, I was so anxious, y'all. Like, anxious, like sweating, palms sweating, like inside my stomach is like bubbling. I was so anxious, and I told myself to just stick to yourself. That was my whole thing. Just stick to yourself. Do whatever you gotta do to just get out. Like, you're not looking to gain any friends. Just get in, get out, right? That's exactly what I did at the beginning of school. I stayed to myself. I didn't really talk to nobody. It's just, you know, I mean, if you talk to me, I'm gonna talk to you back, but it was gonna be a short conversation. It wasn't gonna be no long conversation, because I just felt like, how do I even interact with other people? How do I do that? I forgot how to do that. I started getting cool with this girl Kay. She was so freaking silly, y'all. That's why I messed with her. Then I started opening up to the other girls. It was like a unity. Like, we was so supportive of each other, and I know from my part it was genuine, and I know from everybody's part too it was genuine too, but I just had to say that it was really genuine for my part. And I would never forget how being in that experience made me feel, and I learned a lot about myself. I'm glad that I experienced that. That's pretty cool, because I never experienced like women are really fucking with each other. And like, we don't have to, that's the thing, we didn't have to be hella close. It was just respect, it was just love. I hung out with Kayla again, and during this time she brought her other mom friend, Quest, and Quest brought her little sister, Krista, which was really cool. We went out to dinner, and it felt refreshing to hang out with women who are black. Straight to the point. Quest moved, so it was me, Kayla, and Krista, and my sister. We hung out plenty of times. Like, they came over, we had wine night, and then, yeah, we went out for my sister's birthday. Yeah, we only hung out a handful of times, but every time I hung out with these women, it was mad nice energy. Nice energy, no funny stuff, cool, you know, but still on my part, I still had some lingering anxiety in communicating with people. Like, I didn't know what that was, bro. I didn't know what that was. I just get so anxious and so nervous that I just be stuttering, and but it's okay. Now we're in the now, y'all. We're in the freaking now. Now today, as me being 25, I realized going through all that needed to happen. Me hurting people, hurting the people that I called my friends back then, and my friends hurting me, that needed to happen. I needed to go through every last experience to become who I am today. I still don't have no friends. I am on Peanut again. I will find my tribe, like I said. I will find the like-minded women who are like me, you know. And what I mean is that I'm more of a spiritual person, and not a lot of people get it. And do I shame them for it? No. I just understand what they got going on, and I just want people to understand what I got going on. I just want it to be easy for people to understand that aspect of myself, because it's hard enough that my family don't really get it or don't understand it, and it's hard enough, like, my partner, I mean, he gets it, but that's not what type of, you know, level he's on. I'm just trying to find people who are like me, you know what I mean, who have the same mindset, sort of, kind of, who like to do the same type of things that I like to do, you know, so we can gradually come together and I can have a person or people to do those things with, which I don't mind doing it by myself. You know, I got to a point where I am content in my solitude, and I know how to do things on my own. Now I'm just opening up and ready to connect with others and take that next step, because you can't, in life, you can't move forward without the connections of other people. It don't work like that. I had to learn the hard way. It don't work like that. We are all meant to connect with people. I am currently talking to some women on Peanut who fits my vibe, which I'm excited about that, but also not attached to the idea of that, oh my gosh, this may be my best friend, because that's the issue I used to have. Like, as soon as I used to talk to a woman, I used to be like, oh my gosh, this could be my best friend. No, I just let it be. I flow. I'm flowing. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it's not, it's not. You know? So I'll update y'all about that. Yeah, I still have some acquaintances that I spoke about before. We may talk to each other here and there. We may hit each other up. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I don't need... Not everybody needs to be my friend. I used to feel some type of way about this around about this time last year, which is so crazy of how much I freaking grown, y'all. I've grown so freaking much. Like, when I look at myself or replay those moments inside of esthetician school, like, I don't even know her no more. I don't even know her no more. Or if I look at myself and look at how I used to be in high school, I don't even know her no more. Middle school, I don't even know that little girl no more. I still have love for the different versions of myself, and I still hold them, like, very dear, but I don't hold them so much to where I'm like, oh, this is me. You know what I mean? No, because it's not me, because I'm totally different. Totally freaking different, bro. I needed to go through the isolation phase of not really, you know, talking to nobody. Just sticking to myself. I needed to heal from certain things in order to be a good friend to myself. Did you hear that? I needed to heal certain things in order to be a good friend to myself first. Because that was, looking at all that stuff, that was the issue. Like when you're young, you're not really taught. Well, when I was young, I wasn't really taught to like self-love, you know, love on yourself, be your friend first, stuff like that. I wasn't taught that. And going through what I went through, now I had to realize it starts within me. The love, the confidence, the kindness, the understanding, the peace. It starts with me first in order for me to give it to others. Because how you treat yourself is how you treat other people. And that's the truth. I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of who I am today. I'm so proud of how far I came. Because, bro, like, thank you. Thank you. That season of my personal growth was so real. I learned so much. I saw myself in a different lighting. Like, I didn't even know that was possible for me to be who I am today. For me to look at things like how I look at things, like, what? Even though I always had this kind of like side inside of me, she just needed to grow up a little bit more. She just needed to go through those things a little bit more to really stand out and show out. I am still actively on my healing journey, and I am aware that I still need a lot of things. I'm aware I still need to work on some things, and I accept that. I accept myself. I accept my whole friendship journey as it is today. I wouldn't change any of this shit. I wouldn't change nothing that happened. Because everything happened for a reason. And I let it go. 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 I still love those who I'm not cool with or friends with. I still love my acquaintances, like whatever you want. I still love everybody. No matter if like we really wasn't seeing eye to eye, I still love you. I still love you. It's always gonna be love for me. It would never be no hate in my heart for nobody. Cause A, that's too much energy to hold about somebody else. I'm good, honey. I'm good over here. And lastly, I know that everyone I meet or come across is for a reason. And sometimes it may be for a season. You just never know. And if y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. And yeah.